All right, so today we're going to look at westward expansion, and specifically what we're going to look at is called the push-pull effect. The reasons why people leave and then decide to go to another place. So this could be individuals or groups of people that are migrating or moving from one place to another. And so the first part we're going to look at is the push. And the push is really just something wrong at home. Now, it can be pretty serious or it could be not so serious. It could be things like a loss of a job. And so, you no longer have a job where you are, and so you start to look for and find another job somewhere else. So that could be like just any kind of bad financial times. It could be economic depression or an economic panic that takes place across the nation, and so you're trying to find some other place that has something else for you, and so that's pushed you away from your home. Or it could be specific as your particular farm is not producing anymore. You haven't rotated your crops sufficiently, and so the soil is beginning to wear out and doesn't have the nutrients necessary to grow your crops, and so you're having to look for a new place to go. Could be something like legal trouble, or like we said, financial trouble. Maybe the law is looking for you. Maybe creditors, people that have loaned you money and you can't pay them back, and so you're trying to get away from that. Or it could be family trouble. Maybe a father and son have a dispute and an argument about how to do things, and so the son decides, you know what, I'm leaving and I'm going to go set out on my own. Or it could be a husband and wife with troubles, and so one leaves and goes to find a new place to live. And so those are things that can push you away from where you are. These are problems at home. But so then you decide to leave. You have to decide to go somewhere, and so that decision on where to go is usually determined by something that is pulling you there. It could be cheap land. It could be fertile land. Your farm's not producing, so this other place has good fertile soil. You're going to move to this other place. You just need a fresh start. And so the opportunity in some new location. And so in this case in particular, there doesn't necessarily have to be something wrong at home that's made you leave. But there's just this new opportunity that makes you think, I can do even better in this new place, and so I'm going to start fresh in this new place. It could be something like gold is discovered in California. Lots of gold was discovered, and so lots and lots of people, the economic opportunity of finding gold brings lots of people there. And it could just be a job. Today, often, you move from one place to another. It's because mom or dad has gotten a job in some other place, and so they decide it's time to move for this new job. So these are the two different ways. There's things that push you away from home, and there's things that pull you to a new particular place. So people moved to Texas. Well, and when people were moving to Texas, there was kind of both a push and a pull. The United States had financial panic of 1837, and so a lot of people were in economic trouble. And then there was the pull of cheap land in Texas, and so that was a new opportunity. And so there was both a push and a pull. California, we think mostly of a pull. There was gold that was to be discovered there. And so people are hoping to make money by finding gold, or even just selling and starting a business with all the people that are moving there to find gold. Fertile land, fertile soil in Oregon, cheaper land than in the United States is another draw, and that for the Oregon territory. And so there's a lot of reasons why people decided to move from one place to another. And I want you, as we've been looking at westward expansion and talking about it, I want you to think: is this a push? Is this a pull? And or is it both?